welcome to another GoGreenfields podcast with me, River.
And me, Terran.
Today we are doing another Foods by State. Our last one was kind of a challenge, actually. Scorpion, lollipops, and rattlesnake.
Well, we couldn't find it, so we did Python.
So if you guys haven't seen that, definitely go see it. It's a really fun podcast. And I'll give you the honors of rolling on the magical wheel. Okay, I'll go first. Kansas. Kansas is Bierock.
Bierock?
I don't know what that is yet, but I know the name of it.
You're not 21.
No, not beer. It's B-E-I. B-E-I-R.
Oh, wait, what?
B-E-I-R. B-E.
Okay, whatever. Well,
good roll.
thank you.
Nevada.
That's Nevada.
Oh, it's cotton candy burrito.
Cotton candy burrito?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're excited for that?
Yes.
I wanted that one.
Yay!
No. Haha. Okay, so right now I'm just kneading my dough. If your dough is too flaky or if it's too mushy or soupy, then you can always add flour if it's too soupy, and like milk or eggs or something if it's too flaky. But it should look, I'm not done kneading, but it should look like this if it's like 3 minutes in, about, so. It also shouldn't be sticking to your hands by the end of it. Right now I'm just turning it into a ball shape, and I'm trying not to get creases because for some reason I don't like creases, and that's just me. But then we're gonna put it into a bowl, and we're gonna grease the bowl with some Primal Kitchen avocado oil spray, which you can get on Thrive Market, so buy that if you want to be cool. And basically, you're just going to spray the bowl softly, not too much because you don't want the dough to be too much, and then you're just gonna kind of like roll your ball around in it. I'm just gonna sit it there, and I'm using this like silicone suction thingy, which you can find on Amazon, and pretty link below. I'm just gonna sit it there and just let it sit for an hour to rise. The next step in making Bierock is going to be making the filling. All right, so we're going to be needing cabbage, 3 cups, half onion that's diced, and half a pound of meat. I just got a whole pound, so I'm just gonna make it so that I can snack on it later. So first thing you're gonna do is just gonna heat up a pan, like medium high or so, like that, and then you're just gonna, the meat comes out. It's a little bit chunky, but you know what, I'll fix it. Basically, you're just gonna let this cook until it's all brown, and then you're gonna add in the onions until they're soft, and then you're just gonna add in the cabbage until it's soft, which will take like 7 minutes. A good beef that you guys can use is Bel Campo beef, which is really, really good, especially if it's ground like this one, which is what you should have, because it's grass-fed and it's grass-finished and it's really organic, and it really just always tastes really good in my opinion. Nope. Okay. Cabbage is not soft yet, and that's what you want. You want the cabbage to be nice and soft, because then that means that it's okay to eat, kind of. So the dough has been raising for an hour, and I've finished making my ground beef cabbage onion filling. So now we're going to beat the dough down.
The heck?
And then we're just gonna take it out. Or dough. Yeah, that's fine. Somehow move this a little bit over, just go like that. Okay. Place it down. Now we're gonna cut it into 8ths. You know fractions, right?
Yes, I know
Okay,
fractions.
Good. Okay. Half.
Scones.
They do kind of look like scones right now. Scones. I'll let you do 4 and I'll do 4. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
So do you want to do more? Nah. Alright. There we go. So obviously they're not going to look like triangles, but what you're going to do is you're just going to roll it into a ball. Just kind of like squish it down, make it a little semicircle right here. Here, I'm just going to move these over here. Boop-doop. Boop-doop. You can make it a little bit thin, but not too thin, just because you don't want it to be see-through. How thin does that mean? Like ½ an inch, probably.
Half an inch, okay.
Definitely not cookie size. I'm just gonna say right there's about good, and it's a little bit triangular, but that's how it works. And then you're gonna take some of the mixture.
It's purple
Like this? Yeah, it is. That's how good I am at pouring stuff.
I'm the clumsy one, I thought.
Okay, there we go. You can snack up on these on the ground. Like this one. That's good. And then I'm just gonna roll it up, kind of like pinching it. It's best if you pinch the corners first so it stays together, and then you can kind of like mold the top.
It's like we made empanadas.
Yeah. Squish it in. It's good if you make sure that there's no like stuff leaking out. It just makes it look cleaner, more professional. But I'm not professional, so there's probably gonna be a little bit sticking out.
You're kind of professional.
Kind of. And then just gonna
thanks.
And then let's see. As you know, I don't like creases, so I'm just gonna try to stick these together. There we go. This one's big. Look at that, I got some cabbage on mine. How dandy. Oh well. I'm just gonna roll mine. Basically, you just want to make it so it looks like there's nothing in there really. It just looks like a big dough ball, so it makes it kind of cool.
Like a dumpling.
But yeah, so basically if you open it, you're like, whoa, there's stuff inside here. Awesome.
Like a dumpling.
Yeah. Kind of smush those creases in. I'm just going to set it on the ground.
We should make dumplings.
There we go. There's one. And that's basically how you're going to do it. I'm just going to let it sit for like 30 to 45 minutes. And then comes the cooking. And then comes the taste testing.
Then.
Gotta stop snacking. Just like squish it.
Are you excited for my cotton candy burritos?
Yeah. Decided to make one.
So are they supposed to be a square or a ball?
I guess if you want to make it a square, you could, but
Or we do like different shapes?
I mean, if you wanna, but they're usually circles. But I guess
I don't know.
The sky's the limit.
I don't know anything about these. You're the expert.
Yes, I'm the expert. Made them once. I'm the expert.
I'll make this one a square.
Okay. Got a square.
So then we'll know which ones are yours. I'll be circle, you'll be square.
Okay. Works for me.
The meat is good.
Thanks.
It's Belcampo.
I do believe that we are ready to uncover these beautiful Bierocks, and they've grown a little bit in size, and that's good. That's what we needed. And basically, you're going to preheat your oven to 375, and then after that's done preheating, we're going to take some milk and we're going to just dab it lightly on top so it'll give it a really beautiful golden brown color, because that's what we want. We want it to be nice and golden brown. And then we're just gonna put it in the oven for like 15 to 20 minutes, and then you can have some fun eating these delightful Bierocks. Oven, and I actually said that wrong. It's 20 to 25 minutes, not 15 to 20. Yeah. So there we go. And there they are cooking. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Now, since we got this great little one, do you want grease? No, you don't. Hello guys, and welcome back to another portion of Foods by State. I got Nevada, and I'm making cotton candy burritos, so I got the best and funnest, sweetest one of this time. And we got a lot of cool stuff. We got organic sugar, which you can get pretty much anywhere. And we also got a cotton candy machine. It's called Nostalgia. It's really cool looking. It's very retro. And you can get that off of Amazon. You can click the link. And we also got some healthy gummy bears, which you can also get at some health stores or probably a lot of grocery stores. I've been seeing them there too. And then oat ice cream, so not cow milk ice cream, because oats are better and they taste better in my opinion. But yeah, so let's get started. So let's start making the cotton candy. Gotta turn it off real quick. Wait for it to stop spinning. You get to use a spoonful of sugar. And you can also use hard candies for this one, like peppermint candies or any hard candy. Just kind of nice. Put the sugar in. And then when you stir it back up, I'm gonna use the pink one, I guess. I'm just gonna wait for it to melt. So now that I let it warm up and I got the sugar in, I can now just basically spin the thing while kind of basically turning the stick around. It gathers up all of the spun sugar threads. Basically, the sugar melts, and since sugar is kind of like elasticy when it melts in terms of like syrup and stuff, then basically it starts spinning into threads, and yeah, it's kind of cool. It's not really coming together that well.
It looks good. It looks like hard.
But it worked. So now I'm kind of doing like the hard part. I accidentally pressed the other ones a little too hard, so they were kind of unusable. So if you do get it from like a box, then there's a lot of it there, so you have to roll it out because it won't usually smush. But I don't have a ton, so I have to be very careful and delicate with mine. But I think it's almost ready. I'm gonna make a smaller version, but I think it will almost be ready soon. So, yay! Also, this is just a really fun treat to make. If you guys want to make it during the summer, it's also kind of like a summer fun thing, which you can also, it's another one of our podcast episodes. You can go check that out. But also, I wouldn't eat too much of it because it is very sugary. So
We'll be having half.
Yeah.
Half of a burrito
We have a lot of gummy bears left too.
I'll have to hold myself accountable. I'm not eating those.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening, and that was the end of the portion of our Foods by State. You did your beer rocks. I did my cotton candy burritos.
I made German rolls, and you made Vegas burritos.
I don't know. It's from Nevada. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening. Tune into our next Food by State episode. I want Idaho. And goodbye. Bye. This episode was brought to you by Thrive Market and these other wonderful sponsors: Magic Spoon, Fresh Pressed Olive Oil, Wake Up Foods, and Desert Farms. Welcome to another 10 New Ideas with me, River, and me, Terran. And today we will be telling you guys of our top 3 favorite ideas from the month of May.
Dasher's here too.
Yeah, Dasher's here too. He's just sitting here. Okay, so Terran, how about you go first this time? Okay. My first idea, speaking of Dasher, is a laser pointer that makes a noise that makes dogs howl, because Dasher actually really, really likes laser pointers. Yeah, don't you? Yeah, you like laser pointers. And you also like earnubs. But he also, whenever you play the harmonica, howls. So it'd be fun if we could somehow combine that noise with the laser pointer and just make it a random, like, running howling fest. Which would be kind of funny. And then an ice cracking tool, because whenever, like, you see a giant lake just full of ice, you sometimes throw rocks at it, but it doesn't really work too well. So you could, like, if you could, like, have this big long hammer to, like, get out way in the middle and just crack it, that'd be kind of fun. Or I don't know, something like that. And then also a what dog wants detector, so I can tell what you want. Yeah, you gesture. Because I don't know what you want when you stare at me and start whining and stuff, and it's kind of annoying. You could also make that with babies, I guess. But yeah, something like that. Okay.